Shalom, this is Mitch Glaser, president of Chosen People Ministries, up on the roof. Actually, it's part of a roof tour in Jerusalem. We're in the Old City. With me is Maxim, who has served faithfully for 20 years with Beit Sar Shalom, Chosen People Ministries in Israel. And we're here to talk to you a little bit about what God is doing among the Jewish people in the Holy Land. Maxim has done a lot of different kinds of ministries, actually all the way from the youngest to the oldest. So I'd like to ask Maxim a few questions about what God's been doing among the Holocaust survivors in Israel. We've been ministering to them for quite a few years. So Maxim, how did our ministry among Holocaust survivors begin? Do you remember?
I remember. Usually ministry to Holocaust survivors begin from the ministry to Ethiopian. So it was 2001 or 2002. I was bringing humanitarian aid during the war to Sderot, city south of Israel. It was big Ethiopian group of people came from Ethiopia to Israel. So I heard they very, very poor. So I took some people from Ethiopian congregation in Jerusalem to translate for me. We took bus of the food, chicken and stuff, and brought this to the road. But when they found we are Christians, they brought everything back and say we don't need anything from the Christians because we are Jewish. So I stay with this food, with fresh chicken, you know, it's very hot. I stay in the road and don't know what to do. So we go to the city center and start to give out chicken and food. And one lady, not young, old lady, she came to me and said, my name is Esther and I'm Holocaust survivors and we have a group of Holocaust survivors here. Maybe you can help also to us. So I found first Holocaust survivors group in Sderot, and there I found it's one of the organizations work with Holocaust survivors all around Israel. So I contact with them and they give us around 5,000 or 6,000 names of Holocaust survivors we start to work with. So from 2002, I think we start Holocaust survivors ministry. It was growing. So our goal to help and to give them life, I mean eternal life, to help them to find Messiah, Jesus. It's not easier because for Holocaust survivors to believe in God, it's very difficult. But we found way, love, open hearts of people.
Love always works, right?
So we love people, and today official statistic in Israel still alive 160,000 Holocaust survivors.
How many do you think there were when we started? Over 350,000?
I think it was around 400,000.
400,000.
But every year it's less and less and less. And believers in Jesus, maybe 100 all around Israel.
I would say that many. Wow.
But it's also, you know, it's very difficult to declare who is believer with Holocaust survivors, because in our Christian mind, if you are baptized, if you go to the church every day, every time, if you pray every day, you're a believer. With Holocaust survivors, it's not like this. For me, when people start to pray, when people start to trust God, when people believe Jesus is Messiah, it's already believers. So I can tell in Jerusalem, in our Holocaust Survivors Club, we have Holocaust Survivors Club all around Israel, Jerusalem, Sderot, Haifa, Tel Aviv, Ramat Gan, so all around. And many people change. Spiritually, they start to pray, they're asking for us to pray, and God doing miracles between Holocaust survivors.
Wow. And then how did it branch out? How did it expand the ministry among Holocaust survivors?
You know,
was it the Intifada? Was it the war where you were bringing food down south?
No, we just start to help the Holocaust survivors, to talk with them, to visiting homes, and people start
just kept going.
Yeah, people share one with each other. You know, for example, city of Ofakim, I received call from the person, Holocaust survivors, and he called me and say, are you Maxim? I say yes. He say, are you Christian? I say yes. You can work with us because we want to work with Christians, but no Christians around. And I say, how I know about me? He say, I was in Dead Sea, and someone in the Dead Sea shared with me about your ministry in another city. So he gave me your phone and say, you're a nice guy. So now for last...
Didn't he know you shouldn't take your phone into the Dead Sea?
You know...
It could float away.
For last 10 years, we worked in Ofakim, and Alan was with us.
One of our staff members who does a drama piece on the life of Paul.
So it's amazing.
That's great.
People call from different, you know, someone shares, someone told. Also, we received call from municipalities like Ashkelon, Migdal HaEmek, and people ask us if we can help to Holocaust survivors because there's no budget in the municipality.
So the other day I was at our Ramat Gan Center and Gidon, one of our other staff members, was having a Bible study for not too many, maybe 7 or 8 Holocaust survivors, mostly women, but some men. They were the sweetest people, Maxim. I mean, each one walks in, smiles, says hello, says, I'll be careful, I'm not going to make noise, because they thought we were having some meeting. We were just spending time together. And I asked Gidon today, I said, so how did the Bible study go? He says, always good, always good. So people are hungry for the word.
Yeah, it's new. In Ramat Gan, it's new because it's take 2 or 3 years to build relationship with people.
Right.
And these people from Bnei Brak.
Oh.
So they found me through someone, and it was so funny. They came to our Messianic Center first time with one person from municipality, and it's an Orthodox religion person.
Oh, really?
Woman. She's really Orthodox. And she's look around Messianic Centers, these books, New Testaments, and she asked me, who are you? I said, we're Messianic Jewish. And she said, you know what, you're nice people, but we can't work with you because, but you can work with our people, but not in Bnei Brak. So this is why people going to Ramat Gan, not in Bnei Brak.
I see, because Bnei Brak's more religious. Yeah, so we have more freedom.
Yeah, but people want to study, people want to fellowship, people hungry, especially after Corona, because Corona was changed a lot.
How do the elderly Holocaust survivors respond to the missiles when they're flying in overhead? I mean, there are bomb shelters, but what does it do emotionally and spiritually to them?
Hard. They say, we survived in Holocaust and came here, and again we need to survive.
Right. Did you know of any of the Holocaust survivors who became believers?
Yeah, I know.
You do?
Yeah.
Want to tell the story of one of them?
One man, he was one time with us in Poland. We have trips to Poland for Holocaust survivors. 70 years ago, people was took to Poland to kill, but now we took them to give them life.
Bring them life, yeah.
So Chaim, he's a Jewish man from Bulgaria, came here in 49 straight after Holocaust, 48, after Holocaust. And Holocaust survivors, he was he's an officer in the army in Mossad, and he came with me to Poland, and Jesus opened his heart. So he became a believer, he was baptized. He was studying in Israel College of the Bible. He was older students in the college. And now he is part of congregation of Noam Hendrin in, I don't know where they meet now.
And then his wife became a believer too?
Yeah, his wife was baptized. Now I really have good relationship with her granddaughters. They after army, and we have sometimes meetings. They coming to our youth meetings sometimes. So
not believers yet?
Not believers yet, but
So Chaim's grandchildren, that's a prayer request.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, Maxim, thank you for your faithfulness to these dear, precious Holocaust survivors. And thank you for your support, for your prayers and encouragement, and for joining us in sensing the urgency and the importance of reaching Holocaust survivors at this time, because they're very elderly, and of course, there's not a lot of time left. So thank you so much. Shalom, God bless you. Thank you, Maxim.
Thank you, Mitch, and yes, every day can be last day for them.
Every day, right. God bless you. Shalom.
Shalom.